Loro Languaged Podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the podcast. This is your cozy corner for natural English practice and real-life conversations. I'm Jayden.
And I'm Aria. We are so happy to have you here with us today.
Now, before we jump into today's topic, we have one tiny favor to ask. If you enjoy listening to us, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps other English learners find us.
Exactly. And we would also love it if you left a comment down below. It can be super simple. Just tell us where you're listening from or share your thoughts on today's topic.
And you know what? Typing a comment is actually a great way to practice your English without even realizing it. Your brain is working, choosing vocabulary, putting words in order. It is real practice.
That is so true. So please, don't be nervous about making mistakes. Even just one short sentence is totally fine. We genuinely love reading your thoughts.
All right, are you ready? Let's get right into today's topic.
Yes, and today, guys, we are talking about something we all struggle with. Our daily routines, or, in my case, my total and complete lack of a routine.
Oh, I am so ready for this. Because every time I open YouTube, I see these videos called My 5 a.m. Productive Morning Routine. And I just want to know, who are these people? Are they even human?
I know. They wake up before the sun. They drink hot water with lemon.
Wait, why is it always hot water with lemon? Does cold water not work?
Because hot lemon water detoxifies your soul. Jayden, or something like that. And then they do a full hour of yoga, write in a gratitude journal, water their 50 indoor plants, and bake fresh bread. All before 7 in the morning. Meanwhile, at 7 a.m., I'm still trying to remember my own name.
Exactly. I watched one of those videos last week, and the guy said he starts his day with an ice-cold shower to shock his system. Why would I want to shock my system? My system is very fragile in the morning. I want warm blankets and peace. I do not want to fight a freezing waterfall.
See, you're laughing, but I actually tried it.
Wait, no, you did not try the ice shower.
No, not the shower. I'm not crazy. I tried the 5 a.m. wake-up challenge. I set my alarm for 5 o'clock on Monday. I told myself I was going to meditate, read 10 pages of a self-help book, and go for a morning run. I was going to be that highly effective girl.
Oh boy, and how did that go? Let me guess. You turned off the alarm and went back to sleep immediately.
Worse, the alarm went off. It was completely dark outside. The birds weren't even awake yet. I sat up in bed, stared at the wall for about 4 full minutes, realized I was absolutely miserable. And then I changed my alarm to 7:30. I didn't even meditate. I just felt guilty for 2.5 hours while I tried to sleep again.
That is the problem with these internet routines. They sell us this impossible dream, and then they make us feel guilty for being normal, tired humans. My morning routine is very simple, and it involves a lot of math.
Math? At 7 in the morning?
Yes, the snooze button math. The alarm rings at 7. I tell myself, okay, if I skip washing my hair, I can sleep until 7:10. I hit snooze. It rings again. I think, if I don't iron my shirt, I can sleep until 7:20. I hit snooze again. This dance continues until exactly 7:40. When the math runs out, I panic, jump out of bed, and run to the bathroom.
Ah, the panic method. Highly effective for getting your heart rate up. Who needs a morning run when you have the sheer terror of being late for work?
The panic method is great for adrenaline, but it also means I have exactly 0 minutes to make a beautiful, healthy breakfast. You know those videos where people make avocado toast with a perfectly poached egg on top? Who has time to poach an egg on a Tuesday?
Not me. I don't even know how to poach an egg on a Sunday. I'm lucky if I manage to eat a dry granola bar while running to the train station. It feels like a survival movie every single morning.
I always tell myself on Sunday night, Jayden, this week, you're going to meal prep. You're going to make overnight oats in cute little glass jars. And then Monday morning arrives. I look at the jar in the fridge, and I think, nope, I just want a donut.
But honestly, even if I had the time to make the oats or the eggs, I don't think my stomach is ready for real food that early. I just need my coffee, and I need it immediately.
Ah, yes. The famous iced oat milk vanilla latte makes a return. We talked about this.
Hey, don't bring my latte into this. It is innocent. But seriously, coffee is not just a drink in the morning. It is a transition tool. It transitions me from a sleepy, angry zombie into a functioning, polite member of society.
I totally agree. Before my first cup of coffee, any conversation with me should be illegal. People at work will come up to my desk at 8:30 and ask complicated questions. I just nod. I say, sure. But my brain is completely empty. There is just wind blowing through my head.
It is so dangerous. But you know what is really bad? When you accidentally skip your morning coffee.
Oh no, the caffeine withdrawal.
Yes. I did that last Thursday because my train was late. By 11 a.m., I had a massive headache. The lights in the office felt too bright. I hated everyone in the room, and I literally forgot how to type on my keyboard. I realized right then, I don't have a morning routine. I have a severe chemical dependency.
A caffeine dependency is basically a requirement for modern adult life. Don't feel bad. But you know, we always focus so much on the morning routine. Everyone wants to optimize their mornings. But nobody talks about the hardest part of the day, the part that destroys us all.
Oh, I know exactly what you're going to say.
Yes, the afternoon slump. The dreaded 2 p.m. energy crash.
It is terrifying. You eat your lunch, you feel okay. You think you're having a productive day, and then, boom, the clock strikes 2:30, and suddenly gravity feels 10 times heavier. Your eyes start closing automatically.
It is a biological disaster, especially if you make the mistake of eating a heavy lunch. Last week, I had a big bowl of pasta at 1 o'clock. By 2:15, I was ready to crawl under my desk and hibernate for the winter.
Pasta is a trap. It is basically a sleeping pill. I have literally gone to the bathroom at work, locked the door, and just closed my eyes for 3 minutes while leaning against the sink. It is pure survival mode.
I have perfected the art of the fake screen stare. I sit at my desk, looking directly at my computer monitor, but I am not actually reading anything. I'm just moving my mouse around every 2 minutes so my screen doesn't go dark. Because if my computer goes to sleep, I will go to sleep.
Wow. Moving the mouse. That is advanced fake productivity.
Thank you. I also type very loudly on my keyboard, so my boss thinks I'm working hard. But I'm just typing random letters.
So what is the actual cure? Do you drink another coffee?
I try not to. If I drink coffee after 3 in the afternoon, my brain thinks it is party time. So I usually just stand up, walk to the water cooler, stare out the window, and question all my life choices. What do you do?
Sugar, pure sugar. I go to the vending machine and buy chocolate or gummy bears. It gives me a massive sugar rush for exactly 20 minutes, and then I crash even harder at 4 o'clock, which is probably terrible for my health.
It really is. But the worst part of the afternoon slump is that it ruins your beautiful evening plans. You promise yourself at 10 a.m. Tonight, I will go to the gym. Tonight, I will cook a nice healthy salmon dinner. Tonight, I will read a book.
And then you get home at 6:30, you drop your keys, you sit on the couch just for a minute to rest, and you never, ever get up again.
Exactly. The couch is a black hole. Once you sit down, your day is officially over. The salmon stays in the fridge, and you end up ordering pizza.
So your day is over. You are exhausted on the couch. You ate your pizza. Logic says you should just go to sleep early. Right?
Ha! Sleep? Never. That is when the most bizarre human behavior begins.
Have you ever heard the psychological term, revenge bedtime procrastination?
Oh, I have, and it hurts me deeply because it is so accurate. Explain it for the listeners who might not know the term.
So, revenge bedtime procrastination is when you are incredibly tired. Your body is literally screaming for sleep, but you refuse to close your eyes. You stay awake on purpose. Why? Because you feel like you had absolutely no control over your daytime hours. You were working for your boss? You were commuting in traffic? You were doing laundry? So now, the night is the only time that truly belongs to you.
And you take revenge on your busy schedule by staying awake until 1 a.m. Watching YouTube videos about how a guy built a swimming pool in the jungle using only a wooden stick and some mud.
Yes. Or scrolling through social media, looking at memes, or suddenly deciding you need to research the history of the Roman Empire. Or looking at $5 million houses on the internet that you will never buy.
I do that. I look at real estate in countries I have never even visited. It makes no logical sense. We punish our future selves just to get 2 hours of meaningless free time in the dark.
You don't even want to be awake. Your eyes are burning, but you are so desperate for freedom that you sacrifice your sleep.
Every single night at midnight, I have an argument with myself. I say, Jayden, go to sleep. Tomorrow morning is going to be terrible if you don't close your eyes right now. And my brain says, no, just one more video. Read one more article about the Titanic. You deserve this free time.
It's a vicious cycle. You stay up late taking revenge, so you wake up exhausted, which means you hit the snooze button 5 times, which makes your morning routine terrible, which makes your afternoon slump even worse. And the cycle repeats forever and ever until the weekend.
So how do we actually fix this? Are we just doomed to be tired, caffeinated zombies for the rest of our adult lives?
I really hope not, but I think step 1 is to stop looking at those perfect internet routines. We need to stop comparing ourselves to influencers who get paid to wake up at 5 a.m. We are not robots. We can't optimize every single minute of our day.
I completely agree. Whenever I try to follow a strict schedule, I just feel stressed out. It becomes another job. I think a good daily routine shouldn't feel like a punishment. It should feel like a soft guide, just gentle suggestions for your day.
A soft guide. I love that phrasing. So, instead of a 10-step morning routine, maybe we just pick one single good thing to do. For me, I decided that I will just drink 1 big glass of water before I touch my phone in the morning. That is it. That is my entire wellness routine.
Just water? No lemon?
No lemon, just plain, boring water. And honestly, it makes me feel like I accomplished something before the chaos starts.
That is actually very doable. No ice showers, no 5 a.m. runs. I started trying something for my evening routine. I simply plug my phone into a charger on the opposite side of the bedroom.
Oh, that is smart, but also terrifying. What if there is an emergency? What if someone likes your Instagram photo?
I have to survive the anxiety, but it works. It forces me to actually get out of bed in the morning to turn off the alarm, so I can't do my snooze button math. And at night, it completely stops the revenge bedtime scrolling because I am too lazy to get out of bed to go get the phone.
That is brilliant. Using your own laziness to build a healthy habit. It handles the morning panic and the midnight procrastination all at once.
See? We are figuring it out. We might not be baking fresh bread at dawn, but we are surviving.
And honestly, surviving modern life is good enough. Well, guys, that is our messy, completely imperfect take on daily routines.
We really want to know what your routines look like. Do you have a weird morning habit? Are you a victim of the 2 p.m. afternoon slump?
Or are you staying up late looking at expensive real estate? Let us know in the comments. And please, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you enjoyed laughing at our struggles.
Well, That brings us to the end of today's conversation.
We really hope you enjoyed it. And remember, no matter what you're struggling with right now, whether it is saving money, learning English, or just getting through the week, take it one step at a time. Be kind to yourself.
Absolutely. Learning a language is a journey, and you are doing great just by being here and listening.
If you found this episode helpful, or even just a little bit funny, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. It is the best way to support what we do.
And please don't forget to leave a comment down below. Tell us what you thought about today's topic, or just say hi. We read every single comment, and we love hearing from you.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and trust the process.
We will catch you in the next episode. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.